Hello, seventh graders, and welcome. My name is Dr. Flam, and I'll be your principal at the junior high. We've spent a lot of time this summer planning, and we're excited for you to join us for the next 2 years. We have a great group of people here at the junior high who will do whatever they can to help you succeed. All that we ask of you is to meet us halfway by having a positive attitude, by being a good citizen, by participating actively and completing your assignments, and by doing your very best. We know that you'll make some mistakes along the way. We all do. But if you meet us halfway, I have no doubt that you'll be successful and that you'll enjoy your time at the junior high. We'll provide information in this video and more over the next 2 weeks, and we'll make sure that you're ready to go. I look forward to meeting each of you in person. Until then, have a great school year.
Hello, seventh graders. Welcome to the junior high school. My name is Mr. Alcaro. I'm the assistant principal here. We are all very excited for you to start your journey with us here at the junior high. I think you'll find this building to have a tremendous amount of people that will be there to support you every step of the way, help you through this transition, but also get you prepared to move on to the high school in just a few short years. I can tell you my time here so far at the junior high has been fantastic. You will find that every teacher, every staff member is very supportive and wants to help you out and wants you to be successful. You can always reach out to me as well if you have any questions or concerns. My email is jaalcaro@exetersd.org. I look forward to seeing you in some of your virtual classes here in the fall, and then hopefully in the building as we transition through this year. Good luck with everything and welcome. Hello again, seventh graders. Mr. Alcaro here. I'm going to take a couple minutes of your time to go through some information that's going to help you transition better to the junior high this fall. Remember, once again, if you have any questions, you can always reach out to myself at jaalcaro@exetersd.org. You'll also get an opportunity later in the presentation to meet the school counselors, Ms. Calaman and Ms. Shaw, as well as our librarian, Mrs. Sowers, all of which you can reach out to with any questions that you may have regarding your transition here to our building. Just general introductions. You've already met Dr. Flam, the school's principal. Myself, I am the assistant principal. Our attendance secretary is Mrs. Nancy Barrasso. She's the person that you're going to want to turn your notes into if you're late to school once we're back in the building, or while we're in a virtual environment in the first marking period. If you are going to be absent, you should be emailing her and sending her, your parent or guardian should, an excuse note, which we'll get to a little bit later on in the presentation. Mrs. Cindy Fox, she is our main office secretary. So if you have any general questions about the building or anything really at all, she can be a person that you can reach out to. And I've already mentioned the school counselors, and you'll hear about them, hear from them, I should say, in a couple of minutes, both Ms. Sierra Calaman and Ms. Kim Shaw. Mrs. Shannon Boozer is the counseling office secretary. She's going to be able to help you out with a variety of items regarding scheduling or lockers. And so she's another person in the building that's ready and willing to help out in any way possible. Some communication information. First of all, our school calendar is online, so you can find all of our different events there. We also have, obviously, a district website and also a junior high website. You can see the link provided to get to the district's website. There is a Exeter Township School District app, as well as a Facebook page and a Twitter account. The junior high school has its own Facebook page, and we're working on setting up our own Twitter account. We're also setting up our own YouTube channel to be able to better communicate with families during the first marking period. On our website, you can find our handbook and code of conduct. And inside of Skyward, we would ask that you would make sure that all of your contact information is set up so that we have the correct email addresses and correct phone numbers so that we can reach out to you when we need to, and your parents and guardians. I mentioned Skyward before. Skyward is another way that we're going to be able to communicate with families. That's where you're going to find your grading information and scheduling information. And then we will send out parent links from time to time. And you've already received some so far this summer. Now, when you get into the building, there are going to be some differences than what you've seen before in your K through 6 experience. One of the big things and the big changes will be lockers. You will be assigned a locker. In fact, all of you have already been assigned a locker. You just don't know what locker that is yet. Because we're starting the first marking period in a virtual environment, when we get back to school, we will spend a lot of time with you regarding how to open your locker, how to use a combination. So this isn't something you need to worry about now, but it is something to think about because for the rest of your educational career at Exeter, you will have a locker. Here at the junior high, we give you a hallway locker, and we have a locker that is in the locker rooms for PE class. Following your individual schedule. No longer will you be in groups with the same group of students. You have your own schedules. We'll talk a little bit about scheduling later on. So it allows for you to have some more flexibility in elective courses that you would like to take. It also allows you to move around and meet some new people that maybe you haven't been able to be acquainted with so far during your experiences at Exeter. When we do get into the building, we will be walking to and from classes independently. So it will be your responsibility as a student here to move from one class to the next. You'll have 4 minutes in between each to get there. And, you know, we expect that your behavior in the hallway is going to be acceptable, but we'd like to give you that freedom. It's another opportunity for you to be able to talk to your friends and socialize where, you're becoming a little bit more independent, but with that independence does come more responsibility. You got to get the class on time. We will be changing for PE classes when we get back in the building, and there will be more information regarding that as we get closer to that date. The other thing that you'll see in seventh grade is we do have a variety of courses that you can take. We have a world language block where you'll get to have Spanish, German, and French to kind of see which language is something that you're more interested in, that you can focus in on in eighth grade and then into the high school. We have Project Lead the Way class. It's our STEM class where you will be utilizing a variety of different science and mathematical skills to really put your best foot forward. Using higher level thinking and critical thinking and analysis. And we also have a computer applications class, which is another opportunity for you to get kind of hands on with your Chromebook to learn the ins and outs of some of the different applications that you have, which is obviously very important in this day and age where everything has become virtual. Unfortunately, there is no recess, so that is a big change for junior high students. No recess doesn't mean that you won't be able to move around throughout the day. Like I said, you'll get to move from class to class in the hallways, but there is no designated recess time. With that said, we do offer interscholastic sports. So at this point in your educational career, you're going to have the opportunity to be able to go through and play sports on a team against other teams throughout the county. It becomes a great opportunity for you to showcase your skills and your talent if that is if that is something you're interested in. But we also have a variety of clubs as well. So what you'll find here at the junior high is a nice variety of of different opportunities for you to kind of go out and express yourself as an individual, playing sports, joining clubs, participating in our musical, whatever it is that really suits you as an individual and as a person. Speaking of our extracurricular activities, here's a list of those that we have here at the junior high. I'm not going to read all of these to you. More information regarding them will come out as the year progresses. You'll find that information on our website during morning announcements, which will be virtual in the beginning of the year and then will be held during homeroom when we get back into the building. Note there is an activity fee here at Exeter. If you're not used to paying an activity fee, this would be the first time you might have to. Our activity fee is $80. It covers all of the different extracurriculars. You can either pay that here at the junior high, or you can pay that directly to the athletic department. So the activity fee covers all clubs, sports, and activities. It's a one-time fee. Our expectation is that you attend school and that you attend school on time. So even in a virtual environment, you will be required, if you are absent, to turn in a written excuse, or in a virtual environment, it's more likely going to be an email. You can email jhsattendance at exetersd.org if you're the parent or the guardian. And that needs to be submitted within 3 school days after the last day of absence, so that there's no confusion as to it being an excused absence or an unexcused absence. Unexcused absences are very different. They get processed differently here at the junior high. If you have too many unexcused absences, then we do have to follow through with potential disciplinary consequences and also truancy regarding the law itself. That's not really a road we'd like to go down. So what we will do is that if we notice that a student is not attending on a regular basis, we will make every effort here, myself, Dr. Flam, the school counselors, our SAP coordinator, and a variety of other people, to make sure that we're supporting you and your family in any way to make sure that you are attending school, because attendance is important. In fact, there's a direct correlation between your attendance at school and your success at school. So it's something that we take very seriously. And if you have any questions about that, you can reach out to myself, or you can reach out to Mrs. Nancy Barrasso. She is our attendance secretary. Here at the junior high, we also embed what's called our ABEX bullying prevention program. So ABEX stands for Anti-Bullying at Exeter. And really what this is it's a comprehensive program where teachers will teach during an extended homeroom time when we're in the building different lessons regarding different topics that will help assist seventh and eighth grade, junior high students with not only bullying prevention, but tools and hands-on activities and experiences to help figure out different situations regarding school and social media. You can see the description that we have there. This information is right on our website. There's a ton of information there. It's a core committee of teachers, and I am also on that committee. It's something that we take a lot of pride in here at the junior high school. It's something that students come to really enjoy because it's something that's relatable to everyone. And so I would really strongly suggest you go onto our website, check out some information related to our AVEX program. I think you will be very happy about what you are seeing there, because what we're trying to do is really bridge that gap between the social components, the emotional components, and the educational components here in this building. Speaking of educational components, one of the things that a lot of you are going to focus on very early on this year is going to be your schedule. Because like I said earlier, it's individualized. It's no longer going to be you traveling with a group of people all day. Each one of you will get your own schedule. Now, if you look at the schedule that I have here displayed, this is a pretty standard schedule for a semester 1 7th grade student. But this is the view from skyward. If you were to look at this, and if I were to look at this, and if your parents and guardians were to look at this, you'd notice that this is very tough and very challenging to kind of understand. I promise you, one of the things that we will strive to do very early on in this process is make sure that every single one of you knows exactly where you should be and when you should be there. It's important for all of us, not just you, to understand that, because what that allows us to do is function as a building, but more importantly, allows you to kind of settle in here at the junior high. So when we get back into the building, we would spend a lot of time on this. Now, this year is a little bit different, right? Because we're not going to be in person during our homerooms like we normally would on the first couple of days, where we would slow everything down. However, over the next couple of weeks, Myself, Dr. Flam, the counselors, and others will be providing additional information regarding our virtual schedule, what those expectations are going to look like, and what you, as a student, can really focus in on, especially when it comes to the academics and what is going to be your main priorities. The first couple of days of school, still, even in a virtual environment, we're going to try to get you as well acclimated to this schedule as possible. But please, please, when you go into Skyward or you go into Schoology and you look at your schedule and you get confused, take a deep breath. Recognize that we are here to support you and we will help you, and we will be providing you with plenty of guidance and assistance through the next couple of weeks so that you are more than prepared to be able to start on the right foot here at the junior high school. So, what does it all come down to? It comes down to us doing our part and you doing yours, right? What we ask here at the junior high is for you to meet us halfway. We want you to come to school every day, either virtually or in person, ready to learn, excited to learn. Your teachers are. They're excited to teach you. They're excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. Dr. Flam is excited to be here. It's a great environment. And I understand that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge this year because we are starting out virtually. But the passion for education is in this building. And we would hope that that will motivate you and engage you to kind of be there for us, right? Meet us halfway. We ask you to work hard, right? But play hard. You know, there's going to be opportunities for you to have a lot of fun this year, even if we're talking about a virtual setting. Your classes are going to be designed to keep you engaged, keep your minds focused on what you're learning. But it is important that you do your part. So, what does that really mean, right? It means go to your classes on time, get there on time. Virtually, there will be different times that your classes are going to be live, and our expectation is that you're there. But our expectation for our teachers is that they're going to be providing you with fantastic instruction, and they will because they always do. Respect your teachers and your fellow students, right? It doesn't matter if you're in person or if we're online. Respect goes a long way. Same with being polite and having good manners. There's a lot that can be said for pleases and thank yous. You're welcome. These are things that I know sound very simplistic, but really go a long way in building those relationships, not only with other students, but with the adults that are in this building. We will afford you that respect, and we would hope that you would do the same thing in return. The other big thing is completing all your assignments, right? You got to make sure that you're getting your work done. Now, with that said, our teachers in this building, our staff in this building will bend over backwards to help you if you are struggling. But you have to do your part, right? You have to meet us halfway. You got to put in the effort. You got to put in the energy. You got to do what you need to do to make sure that that gets taken care of. As far as your reading goes, strong suggestion, make sure you're keeping up with it. Don't procrastinate. I know that that can be really challenging and tough at times because, life happens. However, if you have a reading assignment or if you have a homework assignment or a project, let's make sure that we're getting that done in a timely fashion so that we're not getting behind the eight ball. We really do truly believe here at the junior high that success is a choice. It's your choice, right? You can come to this building every day, either virtually or in person, and you get to decide what kind of student you want to be. Nobody else does. Now, we will do everything in our power to make sure that you are as successful as you can possibly be, but you need to meet us halfway. You need to put in the effort. And that's really the last thing, right? Give your best effort always, no matter what. It doesn't matter if it's a 5-point assignment, a discussion post, a large project, a science fair project, whatever it ends up being. It is tremendously important that you put forth your best effort, and we will put forth ours. That is a promise. That is a guarantee. We will do everything that we possibly can to make this transition to the seventh grade as smooth for you as possible, even in these tumultuous times. We will do our best to make that happen. If you do all of these things and we do our job, you are going to have a fantastic year here at the junior high school. We cannot wait to see you virtually or in person. We are very happy that you are now coming to our building and you can showcase the skills and the talents that we know you have. Thank you for your time. We're going to transition this presentation now to the school counselors who are going to introduce themselves to you and provide contact information for you as well, so that if you have any questions for them, you can reach out to them. The last portion of this presentation is going to be for you to meet our librarian or media specialist, Mrs. Sowers, who's going to talk to you a little bit about the library and how she can assist you in retrieving books for your different courses or just for leisurely activities. Thank you for your time. I can't wait to see all of you, and have a good rest of your summer.
Hi, my name is Ms. Calaman, and I'm the school counselor for students with the last names A through L. We know that this year is unlike any other, and really this is new territory for all of us. But Ms. Shaw and I are here to help you every step of the way. Some of the ways that we can help you, one of the common ones we're doing right now is scheduling. So if you have any questions about your schedule, or if you have some questions about, for example, electives you are taking or classes that you are recommended for, you can certainly reach out to me. My email is sdcalaman, CALAMAN, @exetersd.org, or you can find me on Schoology, and that's Sierra Calaman, Ms. Sierra Calaman on Schoology. Some other things we help you with as your school counselor, just like at Rifton, we are here to help you if you have academic concerns. We're here to help with personal or social concerns. So if you're just not feeling yourself, or you're really stressed out about something, or perhaps there's some concerns socially, you're having a problem with friends, even though we're not in the school building, it does not mean that we're not here to support you, just like you would be if you were in the building. So if you need any help from us or any support, the way you access us, of course, just looks different than if you were in the building. Rather than asking for a pass to come down to guidance, you simply have to make a scheduling request and reach out to us to chat. You also may get a scheduling request from us. So, for example, one of the things that we do is we reach out to you for a 7th grade meeting. During that meeting, it's not only a great way for us to get to know you, but it's a way for us to collect some data so we can learn a little bit about you, your learning style, your career interest, and these are actually collected by the state as part of your career portfolio. So those are just some of the ways that we can help you. We can't wait to get to know you this year. I wish we could meet in person, but until then, I'll hopefully meet all of you during our virtual meetings.
Hi, my name is Ms. Shaw, and I am the school counselor for students whose last names are M through Z. Even though we're not in the building right now, I'm still here to help you with whatever you might need. I'm responsible for your schedule, so if you have any scheduling questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at krshaw@myexeter.org or find me on Schoology by typing in my full name, Kimberly Shaw. The other counselor and I do have a Schoology page, and you will be added to that. We will be using that to distribute information sometimes. Please check your Schoology email and your Gmail because you might see some messages from us. During the 7th grade year, both counselors meet with all 7th grade students so that we can get to know you a little bit better, but also so that we can collect some career artifacts and continue working on career-related things. Please check your email because you might have a virtual invite for one of those meetings. During those meetings, you might also get to meet Mrs. Estes, who is our school counseling intern this fall. Once we're back in the building, you'll get to meet Mrs. Boozer, who is our school counseling secretary. Until then, I'm here to help you with whatever you might need academically, socially, and personally. And feel free to reach out. I look forward to meeting you, and I look forward to talking to you soon.
Hi, welcome everyone to the junior high school. My name is Kate Sowers. I'm the junior high librarian, and I'm really excited to be reading with you this year. In the junior high, we have a little bit extra other than just having our paper books in our regular library. I also run an ebook library through Overdrive that we have that you can have access to electronic books all the time on any device that you'd like. We are going to make sure that you as a student have access to both paper and those ebooks throughout the school year. All the information on how you are going to be able to get those is going to be posted on my Schoology class site, the junior high library site, which everyone will be added to before the beginning of the school year. I'll have how-to videos on how to log into our card catalog and search for books, on how to reach me if you need help figuring out what you'd like to read next, or if you need help with your reading in any of your classes or outside of classes, and how to add those Overdrive books to any device that you happen to have so that you can be reading constantly. If you would like to get in touch with me anytime during the school year or even before the school year starts, please feel free to go into Schoology and you can search for me. It's Kate Sowers, Sowers, or you can send me an email. It's KE Sowers, Sowers, at exetersd.org. I hope you have a great time back at school.